Morning. Welcome to a bitter cold morning here in Rhodes Greece. So, if I was given a choice to visit one country and one country only for the rest of my life, an endless amount of times, it will probably have to be Greece. Now, we came to Greece for the first time as a family of 3 about 3 years ago. We're back again this time as a family of 4, exploring the island of Rhodes.
Okay. I keep getting electric shock when he picks up.
Now, one thing that we never used to do but started doing recently on our travels is hiring a car whenever we go away. Now, I cannot tell you how much of a game changer this is. Not only is it cost effective, it also allows us to be fully independent and not relying on taxis. Anyways, we picked up our car and drove right to our hotel.
We have a booking.
You have a booking here. Which hotel, please?
Helea.
There's a roundabout in front of you, sir. Just make a left turn.
Left hand.
You will find yourself in front of the hotel.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Why did you say what hotel is there? Other
There's
ones?
two. There's Ella and there's Helea.
Right. Okay. That's
There's
confusing.
the Helea is for family, and then the other one's for.
It's not open.
So the first 2 days we spent on the premises enjoying our hotel. We traveled in mid-April, so the weather was not the best at this time. The hotel, well, it was very decent. It included all the amenities that we've come to expect in hotels nowadays. Like I think there was 17 different pools, there was water park. The water was very cold though. They had slides, it was an all-inclusive buffet also. So yeah, there was really a lot going on in our hotel that we didn't feel the need to actually leave the hotel for the first 2 days. Morning. Good. Actually, it's about 7 p.m. in the evening, so it's actually not morning. Yeah, the hotel we're staying at, or the resort we're staying at, is called Ella Resorts. It's in an area called Faliraki in Rhodes. Now, Ella Resorts consists of 2 hotels. So there's the Helea Hotel and there's also the Lesser Hotel. Now, the Helea Hotel is the all-inclusive family hotel, and the Lesser, which is their sister hotel, is adults only. So they say. So the hotels are actually literally next door to each other. So you can actually walk from one side to the other side of the hotel. Alright, so in my eyes, the main difference between Helea and the Lesser is that on the Lesser side, every room type gets their own pool. So you can see behind me, there's about 3 or 4, well, maybe 4 or 5 different rooms on this side, and they have their own pool. The same as all the other rooms that I've just explored on the other side. So I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that, to be honest. I like going to hotels where everyone kind of gathers in the same place and, you know, have fun. I feel like people make experiences, right? So having your own pools separate from all the other room types, I'm not sure how I feel about that. But then if you want your privacy, then also this will be a great choice for you. So in terms of views, we all get the same view of the Aegean Sea. Only difference is that in our room type that we're staying at, we have a little bit of an obstruction, so we don't actually get to see far beyond. But I'm going to spin the camera around and show you sort of what I'm seeing right now. It's absolutely beautiful. The sun's about to set also, so we're getting a natural low light hitting my face. But yeah, let me spin the camera around and show you a bit of the view that we're seeing right now. You can see there's a big boat over there. Rhodes Old Town is somewhere down there, and it's just endless blue ocean of the Aegean Sea. But anyway, we're gonna head back to Helea and explore Helea, which is where we're staying. Alright, so we're now back at Helea, and look at this absolute beauty of a pool. Now just imagine this during midday today in the afternoon. It was absolutely packed with so much people. We had so much fun. There obviously isn't anyone here right now because it is 7:15 and it's currently dinner time, so majority of people are actually up. They're eating. Okay, so talking about food, there is 6 different places where you can eat from. There's the main restaurant. There's about 3 or 4 different main restaurants, and there's also like little street bars, but there's places where you can just stop and get something to eat. There is the bar by the beach, which you can get gyros from. This is where we've been eating majority of our meals from, because yes, gyros, Greek gyros, probably the best thing ever. So there's 3 a la carte restaurants, which is not buffet style. Now for those a la carte restaurants, you can actually eat there as part of their package, but they have to be booked. We got here on Saturday. We've tried every single day to get a booking in any of the 3 restaurants, and we have been unsuccessful. The next available day is, I think, 3 or 4 days after we leave this place. So yeah, it is difficult to get a booking. I think the best thing to do is when you know you're coming here, just message the hotel and then pre-book your bookings for the a la carte restaurants in advance if you know you're gonna want to eat from there.
Guys, we're outside now. We're walking to get our car. There's not many cars here actually. I would have thought like a bunch of people would all rent cars, but not really. There's Avis. They've got their sign out here.
Alright, so first stop on our adventure, we are at Kalithea. I think it's called Kalithea. I'm going to spin the camera behind me. I don't know if you can see it, but it says Kalithea on the borders or the gates over there. But yeah, Kalithea is actually quite beautiful. Yeah, I think there's a natural spring built water, natural spring water over there. There's also a beachfront, but then obviously it's all about the views. Obviously Greece itself is an archipelago of islands, and you know I always say this: Greece has some of the nicest. It's one of the nicest countries ever. Like, they are very lucky to have all these islands. But I'm gonna show you the view. Absolutely. So, I mean, look at the views. Look at where we are right now. Come. Maybe you're on the road. Come here. The car's coming. Yeah. So. Okay, give it to me. But I mean, look at the view of where we are right now. There's a dude over there swimming. I wouldn't want to go into these rocks, but obviously with the kids. But I mean, if you wanted to, you came here as a couple, this would be absolutely beautiful. So we're going to go and see the natural springs in this place called Kalithea. The Kalithea Springs was once known for its thermal baths. Nowadays it's a seaside spa set in a beautifully architectured building, offering guests cinematic views of the Aegean Ocean along its day club. On the day we visited, however, they were still in preparation to open for the peak summer season, and thus we were only able to explore the premises at a cost of €20 per person entry.
We're probably like around here in this building. This is the bit that I said is a dead end. Okay. It's meant to be whatever, but it's not. So after we're done here, we need to go back here and go back out, because this is meant to be the normal beach.
So after walking around and taking a handful of pictures, we then sat to watch the history about the building.
World War II. The site of this place was the Germans had in the meantime.
Είχα τουλάχιστον βάλτες για να μπορώ να τις πιέσεις την επόμενη μέρα, όμως είναι λογικό το επόμενο. Φάστε και εγώ τόσες ώρες να το
Morning. cold morning here in Rhodes, Greece. Listen, yeah, we've been to a lot of countries, but I feel like this time around, we've traveled a lot, but this time around I feel like we did a little bit of a boo-boo by coming to Greece like in mid-April. I mean, it is technically we didn't, because it's the start of the season, but I think we came a little bit too early. The high season is around maybe like end of May, June, and we're here in April. Obviously, because it's the Easter holidays, we assumed that it was going to be hot and I guess popping, but there's a lot of places that are actually closed at the moment. But anyhow,
there's quite a lot of people in this hotel.
This hotel, yeah.
The hotel is packed, is full. Everyone's on half term or Easter break, so people have come here with their kids. Lots of families.
Yeah.
It's basically full. It's a full hotel. But
hotel is full, yeah.
No one is swimming because it's freezing cold. Everyone's wearing jackets.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I honestly, I actually went and bought this jacket the day before we actually traveled, and I wasn't even planning on bringing it, but I thought, let me bring it, and I'm so glad that I brought it because, yeah, it's been that cold. But anyhow, the first stop today is to get this one's phone fixed, because what happened to your phone?
I don't even want to tell them.
She went to see Usher on the weekend, dropped her phone, now she's got the GSOD, green screen of death, on her phone. So first thing GSOD, green screen of death. So yeah, the first thing is to try and find a phone repair shop in Rhodes.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, there must be one. It's Monday, so shops must be open, so we must be able to find one. But yeah, let's get ready and head out and try fix your phone.
Yeah, let's do that.
Peace. So super late than we initially anticipated. We've come out and it's about 6 p.m. in the night. Today has been a mad day, but you know what? Actually it's 5 p.m. but yeah, we wanted to come out.
We got here at 5.
Oh, we got here at 5? Yeah. Okay, so we got here at 5. It's nearly 6 o'clock. Yeah, parking here was a myth. And I guess it's because really we don't know the area. We don't know Greece. We don't know the parking laws around here. So trying to find a place to park. We didn't even want a free parking. We just wanted somewhere to pay and park. But a lot of the times are in Greek, so obviously we can't understand or read Greek. So it was a bit of a myth trying to find parking. But we think we find parking which is actually free. So we're now heading to the Old Town, Rhodes Old Town. Let me flip the camera around so you can see. But yeah, the Old Town is walled, a big wall. It's literally right by the coast. So yeah, we're gonna head inside and yeah, experience it and see what it's all about. Right, so we're currently on the medieval street. It's a very long medieval looking street, obviously. Really high walls. Looks really nice. And this road apparently leads all the way to the Grandmaster, which is all the way down there.
So the Grandmaster is a medieval castle cited to be from the 14th century. The castle was known as the Palace of the Master of the Knights, serving as the palace, headquarters and fortress of the Knights of St. John. Today is the number one attraction in Rhodes, costing visitors €20 per person entry fee.
So, as beautiful as this street is, it's the worst street for when you have kids. The road is obviously pebbles, and it's not made for obviously pushing kids in a pram. So this has been a test for real. I think it took us about 20 minutes to get from the bottom all the way up here, when it probably should take about 2 or 3 minutes. So yeah, but there is cars here. We probably could have even brought our car and parked here, but when you're in a different country, you don't know the rules. Yeah, that's just like us right now. So anyway, we are here inside the castle. We flip the camera around.
Where's the Grandmaster?
And this is what, the Grandmaster castle? Okay. Right, so yeah, we've made our way all the way to the Grandmaster castle, but the exhibition is closed and it only opens from what, 9 to 5?
Yeah.
We are here around, what's the time now? 10 minutes past 6, so we kind of missed it. Now the plan is that we can actually go in and see other parts of the castle, but we can't see the exhibition.
Yeah.
And there's a cost, so we figured we might as well come back tomorrow,
Another day.
to see it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Come back on a better day where we can see everything in one go. We'll see the compound. We can just about see all the statues and stuff on there.
Yeah.
And we'll see the exhibition, the proper museum afterwards. So we can make good use of
our 40 euros. And our 40 euros, because yeah.
Because if we pay now, if we come another day, we'll have to pay again.
Yeah. This place is so pretty. There's like loads of different there's loads of alleyways where you can just walk through and you feel like you're being transported back to the olden days. So behind me is one such alleyway. You can see the missus and Amelia. So we stumbled across a silver shop and Mummy's trying to buy Amelia a bracelet.
After our failed attempt at seeing the Grandmaster, we further explored Rhodes Old Town. We navigated the narrow streets and stumbled across the main shopping strip. Here you can find souvenirs, clothing, food and even jewelry at affordable prices.
We'll get it for her.
Amelia, Amelia, do you like it?
Yeah.
Show me.
Sorry. Time to close, eh? It is
Ah.
a little time. Thank
Give
What kind of content do you want with your daughter? I am. Hello.
Don't be scared. Hello. And then us to relax, that's what's important.
Mommy, Daddy's up there.
Where? Oh my god! Don't walk up, it's too dangerous. It's dangerous, let him come down. There was a place that they said that you can actually walk, they said that you can walk around the defense wall. You can walk on the top part and walk all the way around.
You can go up there.
Yeah.
You can go around, but
No. I'm sure if you follow this bit, apparently there's a place that it goes all the way around. Hello, Daddy. Gosh, started to call you Daddy so much because the kids can't keep saying that word. Daddy, Daddy, Daddy.
Hello.
alright, tell us what we're doing today.
So today we are going to Lindos town. It's a small town in Rhodes. It's about 40 minutes drive from where we are, and it's such a cute little town. It looks like Mykonos or Santorini because you've got these nice white buildings all over the place, you know, with nice cute streets, some blue buildings here and there, some nice lovely flowers, and it's just basically a replica of Mykonos and Santorini put together. So it's also a historic site. It's got a lot of history there, so when we get there we'll tell you a bit more about that information. But I'm actually looking forward to it because it looks really nice in pictures, and then I'm going to get to see it for the first time. So let's go. Look, we're all wearing white, by the way, to match our environment that we're going to today. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Alright, so we're now heading out. Funny thing, we woke up at 9, got breakfast at 9:30, started getting ready at maybe 10:30, and it's what, 1:30, or actually no, 12:30 right now. So yeah, it's taken us since 9 till 12, what, 4 hours to leave the house. But anyway, we are making our way to Lindos, the historic city of Rhodes. It's actually considered as the capital town or capital of Rhodes.
Oh, really?
That's how they consider it, yeah. Because obviously Greece is an archipelago of islands, so each island actually has its own capital, and thus Lindos is the capital of Rhodes. So yeah, making our way now. It's going to take us an hour to get there.
Yeah.
Right? We're gonna try and see if we can have a bit of lunch at the hotel first before we go, so we're actually not even leaving now. But yeah, it should be a good, enjoyable day, historic day too, so we're both also looking forward to it. Anyway, vamos, let's go. Hi kids.
Because, hey, what have they done here?
I know, right? That's why I didn't strap him in, because I didn't understand it.
What is this?
So we got this car seat that was given to us when we ordered the car, but it's a bit of a weird one. No clue how to strap him in, and this boy has been having a real, he's been giving us a real tough time on this drive. Trying to stand up every second, trying to go to the back of the boot. So we have to stop in the middle, we had to stop on the side of the road to strap him in. But yes, we're still making our way to Lindos. Can't wait till we get there. And Amelia has conked out, as always.
Alright, so the typical journey from Kalithea to Lindos should take no more than 20 minutes. But if you know us, then you know there was no way we was going to drive to Lindos without at least stopping twice. The journey was simply breathtaking. We couldn't help but stop to take in some of that beautiful Greece landscape at every opportunity we got.
Look at this beautiful view. This is Lindos from a viewpoint, and that's the Lindos beach. You could just about see people down there. I don't think I see people in the actual sea, but they're just sunbathing because the sun's hot enough to get a tan, but not warm enough to swim. But this is absolutely gorgeous. So that building, that castle you see up there is where we will walk to. So I'm looking forward to it. Map of Lindos. Okay, let's go. Wrong place to park. We should have parked that way. Well, we go. We'll manage through it. This is the streets of Lindos.
Alright, so think Santorini, think Mykonos and think Lindos. A small town often dubbed as the capital of Rhodes, Lindos resembles some of the most popular islands in Greece. Here we were transported into what I can only describe as a fairy tale land. We roamed the narrow streets surrounded by the white bricks and blue roof buildings. Lindos is also famous for their clifftop Acropolis, which features numerous monuments and the temple of the goddess of Athena.
They start drinking makia at 1 o'clock.
Right, so besides the beautiful white building, the cobble streets, the flowers and everything else that this town's going for itself, one of the main attractions that people actually come here to see is the Lindos Acropolis, which is all the way up there, if you can see where my hand is pointing. Now, unfortunately, the only way to get there is by climbing up, I think it's about 30,000 or 4,000 flights of stairs. Yeah, we can't do that with little man here, so unfortunately, we will not be able to go up there. And I also didn't bring my drone, so I can't even fly my drone and you know, get an aerial view of there. But yeah, the Lindos Acropolis is one of the biggest attractions in this place, besides, you know, all the beautiful buildings and the cobble white streets. But anyway, we're going to try and find somewhere to sit and eat and enjoy a bit of sunset before we actually head back to our hotel.
Hello, Aiden. Look at yourself on camera. Look. Open, shut down. Open, shut. Give it. Wait a minute and then try again. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut.
So after walking around for the best parts of 3 to 4 hours, we found ourselves a nice cute little restaurant at the top of one of the buildings, which gave us cinematic views of the town below. Now, not only was the view amazing, but also the food. Now, Greek food, no, I underestimated Greek food. They are no Italy, but I'm telling you, this spaghetti here was the
Calamari. Oh, some people are having cheese and they're enjoying too much. We're having.
Okay, so alright, so change of plans. There was no way we would have driven 2 hours to Lindos and not at least attempt to see the Acropolis. So I've left the missus and the kids back there somewhere, and I'm gonna attempt to climb these 3,000 or 4,000 flight of stairs to go to the top to see the Acropolis. And also, besides just seeing the monument, it's also a great view of the town from up there. So let's go. I'll check in with you later because I am knackered already. Woo! Oh man, okay. Let's go. Vamos! Alright, so I'm about 3/4 into the hike. But look at the view behind me, guys. What? Nah, Greece is one of the most amazing countries ever. Look at the view of the city, of the town behind me. Alright, but we're still gonna make it to the top, so let's go. Okay, so some 20 or so minutes later, we are at the top of the Acropolis. It took about 20 minutes to get here just because I stopped a few times to take in some pictures and also taking the view, the great view of the town. But the hike itself wasn't bad at all. Obviously, can't do it with kids in a stroller. Coming up here by myself, it wasn't easy. It was easy. I would say it was easy. So behind me is the temple of Athena. I think Athena was a Greek goddess, and I believe this temple here is where her followers or her cult would worship her. So there's a bit of information on there, and I'm gonna go and read up on it. But I'm pretty sure that's the temple of Athena right behind me. Yep. So yeah, Athena was a goddess, and her temple was actually built on the highest part of the rock. Worship Athena, possibly reach another cult. Yeah. So there's a cult that actually used to worship the goddess of Athena in this temple here. And this is the highest temple on the Acropolis rock. So she must have been very important. Go down these stairs. So we've now reached what they call Lindos Square. You can see behind me is a few buildings up on the hill, and then if I turn the camera all the way around this side, that is an ancient theatre. So in the 4th century BC, that would have actually seated over 2,000 guests or theatre goers. This is their form of entertainment back in the day. So yeah, an ancient theatre. If you look right behind me, I don't know if you can see it, the camera's picking up, but there was also actually a few steps, so people who actually didn't pay to get into the theatre could actually still see the play by sitting on those steps and watching it down. But yeah, the place is really, really interesting. It looks like, you know what, Greece has sort of the same similar villages all around. So if you go to somewhere like Santorini and Mykonos, you see the same sort of similar structures where they have the white buildings and narrow streets, and it actually is all around the same space. So yeah, very interesting. Morning! It's our last full day here in the beautiful island of Rhodes Greece. So today we're making our way to, well, we're actually at a hop in a bit today. So we're making our way to this beautiful island called Symi. Now it's one of the most visited islands, especially when you're staying in Rhodes, just due to its close proximity. So we're on a boat right now heading up to Symi. Probably going to take about an hour or an hour and a half, I think.
An hour and 15 minutes.
An hour and 15 minutes to get there. Now the tour itself is about 6 hours altogether.
Yeah.
So we're gonna explore Symi. I think we're also stopping off at a few other places. Hello guys, so we have reached Symi now. Took us about 2 hours in total to get here, more than the hour that we actually initially thought. So yeah, Symi is beautiful. It kind of reminds me of Positano in Italy, even though I haven't been there. But it's got that same similar vibe. Lots of houses at the bottom of a rock. It is so beautiful. When you get here, you're actually divided into groups. So the groups, depending on which tour company you bought your ticket with. All right, so besides tourism, Symi is predominantly known as an island for fishing. So the locals here deal with the trade of fishing mainly. Also, Symi is actually known for exporting sponges. So they make some of the best sponges. Well, they claim they make some of the best sponges there are. When I'm saying sponges, I actually mean sponges for cleaning your skin. But anyway, we're still on the tour. We stopped at, I think, our third place now. We're gonna check out some sponges. So I'll show you the type of sponges that they make.
This beautiful blue stacks that leads to the village. But we're not gonna walk up to the village. I'm just gonna show you. Okay. When you do it in the shade, right? I tell you, I'm a better photographer and videographer than you.
Alright, so Symi is pretty. I mean, like, really pretty. It's like one of those picturesque islands that you wish and you want to explore, but you don't know if they really exist, but they actually do.
Alright, so we ditched our walking tour group to do our own thing. So we only actually have 3 hours on this island. Now our tour group was taking us around sort of all the shops that obviously they have partnership with and trying to make us buy stuff. And whilst I like doing that, you know, we wanted to actually explore the island on our own. Yeah, we're doing our own thing now. We still have, what, 2 more hours to explore this island.
So let's get food and then go back.
And then go back, yeah. And I need to also fly the drone, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So just to let you know, there is obviously many ways of getting to this island. You can come here by a private yacht. If you've got the money, you can come here by what we came on, which is a big boat, I guess, government boat. There's also the taxis. You see there's a water taxi right behind me. Yeah, those are also high speed. But yeah, getting to this island, you kind of have to book in advance. So always try to, you know, if you're coming to Rhodes and you're thinking about visiting Symi, just book it on your first day in Rhodes.
Yeah,
or even book it before you even arrive to Greece, as a matter of fact, yeah.
Book through prestigeluxury.eu. They are the main ones.
They're the main ones, yeah.
Really nice boats to Symi Island.
It's a private yacht, right?
Yeah, it's a private yacht. It costs €99, and if you're not willing to spend that much, they are the bigger boats which go for less than some. You can get as cheap as 27, 38. Yeah. So do book in advance. If you're not looking to spend much money on it, book the big boats, and it's the same scene, it's the same view, just different experience. The yachts, you have food, drinks, like, unlimited drinks. and they go to places to swim. That's the difference.
And I don't think we mentioned it yet, but we paid altogether, was it £97 equivalent?
Nice.
For the 4 of us, so...
Babies are free, infants are free, and
Amelia
had to pay. She paid a little bit less than us, and then we paid adult price, of course.
Cool.
So we've just finished flying the drone, and we're going down the hill to go and have lunch because I'm hungry. We haven't had breakfast. I'm so sorry. I'll take it away from you, okay? Good job. So yeah, as I say, we're walking down the hill. We've just finished flying the drone and we're going to have lunch because we're all hungry. We haven't eaten. The kids had breakfast because obviously we have to prioritize them. And now we're just walking down this scenic view. I'm going to pan the camera around so you to see.
These are a must get when you're in Symi. Symi shrimps. They're so good. Amelia, it's good. Shark bite. These.
So after about an hour on the island, and let me tell you guys, the time went by real quick. We heard a big horn from the boat indicating it was time to go back. Now walking back to the boat, we were quite sad because we assumed we was on the way back to Rhodes. But little did we know. About another hour's ride later, we were disembarking from the boat, but this time on the other side of the island to see the Monastery of the Archangel Michael. Monastery is named after and dedicated to the Archangel Michael, a prominent figure in both Christian and Jewish religions. The monastery houses a renowned icon of Saint Michael believed to be miraculous and to have appeared on its own, often attracting pilgrims from all over Greece, particularly sailors and fishermen who seek protections and blessings from the Archangel whilst on their voyages.
Hey guys, so we've just reached our second stop on our tour here in Symi. We've made our way to the... Actually, you know what? We're actually on the same island. So the boat took a round tour of the island. Took about an hour to get here, but I think this might be the south or the north of the island. Same island, Symi Island. But here is actually where you see the monastery of the Archangel Michael. So we are in the premises right now. It feels so serene being here. Yeah, this place is known to sort of anything you have, any prayers that you say here will be answered. So yeah, we've said a few prayers. The monastery is actually beautiful itself. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I think Eunice is in her element right now. Obviously, she's a devoted Christian, Catholic Christian, so she's in her element right now. Taking a few pictures, said a few prayers. Oh, there goes the boat horn just went off now, which means we have to return to the boat. We only got about half an hour here, but you know, I feel like that was more than the time that we needed in this place. But yeah, next stop is the boat, and then back to Rhodes. It's about 4 p.m. in the afternoon right now, so yeah, the time has literally just flew, but it's been an enjoyable tour so far. Anyway, let's head back to the boat and let's go to Rhodes.
Here we are driving back to the airport to go back to the UK. Greece, we came, we saw, we conquered. It's been a bittersweet experience in Greece. At the start I didn't really like it, and then I warmed up to it and I started to really enjoy myself. So did my kids. As for Aiden, that's a whole different story. But we had a good time and we're ready to go back home, back to reality. I've been without a phone for 1 week, and what a feeling that's been.
You've hijacking my phone for the whole time.
Well, yeah, I've been using his phone as well the whole time. No, it's been without a phone because I don't have the flexibility of going through my TikTok, my Instagram, receiving messages from my friends. My friends have been trying to get hold of me all week and they haven't been able to. But yeah, just going this way. Super excited to be going back home now.